Let's set aside the question of how to make a baseball ball move so quickly. And we will assume it is a hostile throw. But nowadays the shooter throws the ball, it magically accelerates to 0.9% of the speed of light, and from that moment on, everything goes according to the laws of ordinary physics. What if we hit a baseball at the speed of light? It turns out that the answer is many things, all of which happen very quickly, and do not end well for the shooter, as the ball will fly at a very high speed, so that everything around it will seem practically stable for him, until the particles in the air are constant. But the movement of the ball that will be during which at a speed of 600 million miles an hour. This means that as far as the ball is concerned, you will be stuck there are completely rigid. Before proceeding to clear the corners, it is necessary to know that the dynamic ideas of air will not apply here, as the air usually flows around anything that moves through it, but there will not be time for air particles in front of this ball, a crowd out of the way, and the ball will collide with great force, so much so that the atoms in the air will combine with the atoms that make up the surface of the sphere, resulting in a charge of gamma rays. She must have seemed somewhat excited when gamma rays begin to expand, forming a bubble of incandescent plasma whose center of which is archery and expands very quickly, near the speed of light, approaching the hitter. Certainly, the direct contact of the sphere with air atoms will slow its velocity, as happens when a missile is launched into space. Other than its acceleration, it will remain high enough that even the tremendous power of nuclear explosions will not be able to slow it down drastically, causing the ball to erode, leaving small fragments in all directions. Now let's move on to the moment the ball hits the hitter, where we will assume that the hitter will not be able to see both the ball or the bowler, because the ball will not reach the same reach as the light, but that's not the reason. The reason is the plasma that will hit the glowing bubble, creating an explosion caused by its merging. Let's say you watch from the top of a hill outside the city. The first thing you'll see is bright, striking light, much more than sunlight. This light will gradually fade within a few seconds. The volume of the fiery ball will increase to turn into a mushroom cloud. Then with this great hedge the explosion wave will reach, uprooting trees and destroying houses. Everything will be settled about a mile from the stadium, and a firestorm will engulf the surrounding city. Also, the baseball field will be in the form of a large volcanic crater.